check this out, ladies. I came across an online forum where this one user posed this question. What lessons took you a lifetime to learn? Ladies, let me hear it. This is the type of stuff you like, the gems, you know, you want to like.
Ooh, you asking a deep question.
Because I like this, and this is stuff I want to teach my daughter too.
Aw. For me, I write this in my book. It's the disease to please.
Ooh.
You know, wanting to please people and be the good girl.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was brought up to be nice, be nice, be nice, to a fault that I couldn't find my voice until, you know, I was in my 20s, and finding that voice, knowing that I can be nice, but I can still stand up for myself. So it's the disease to go, you know what? I don't want to do that, and that's okay. And it's really, I guess, in a way about setting boundaries, but not feeling like I need to do everything to please people. So now, you know, I gotta be pressed. For me to please you. Now I've gone the complete opposite. Yeah, no, it was a lesson I really had to learn. And, you know, coming from a Haitian family where, you know, you're taught to be nice and have manners, which everybody does, I know that, but it was to a point of losing myself in order to be nice to everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
So that's my thing. That's what I had to learn over time.
Yeah,
What about you?
I can really relate to that one too, you know. It took me a long time to learn and understand that you could do everything right in a situation and it still doesn't turn out the way you think it's gonna turn out. And
What do you mean by that?
like, just say like if you have a project and you do everything that, you know, technically, scientifically, whatever, if it's just not gonna handle it right, or if somebody else is involved, you can't control that other person. So it may not turn out the way you think is, you know, is supposed to turn out. Or maybe like when I used to get different jobs, I used to think, okay, if I come and I put on a suit and I answer the questions correctly and I, you know, have my hair right, sometimes you still ain't gonna get the job.
Right.
Even though you're right for the job.
Right.
Because it's about timing. And I had to learn that. And I had to learn that life is not fair. And it's okay. You have to, you know, life is not fair. You're dealt a suit of hands to play with, and you play the best that you can.
That's right.
But life is not fair.
Yes.
And once you understand that, you won't harbor bitterness because you see your sister over here making it. You're like, well, what the hell she making?
Yeah.
No, her.
But everybody has their own timing.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it took me a while to understand that.
Yeah,
I understand. I get that. Yeah, that takes a lot of
Yeah.
maturity too to reach that place. I would say to my younger self, don't spend so much time trying to be physically attractive as you could spend time being mentally attractive.
Ooh.
And I say that because growing up, you always want to find your pretty, right? Like girls are maturing more than you, developing more than you. And I just remember always like learning how to do eyeliner, learning lipstick, learning lashes. Like how much more can I get to find my pretty, you know, getting the push-up bra going, you know, getting your body, your waist snatched. And after a while, I was like, wait, I'm never going to be that type of pretty that I even think I'm gonna be happy with. You're constantly going to chase this pretty because someone else is always gonna be prettier than you. So if you keep looking for that, it's such a false sense of pride and such a false sense of joy that you don't want that anyway. So after a while, I was like, what else about me do I really like? And to be honest with you, I really like my personality. I like that I can be fun. I like that I care. I like that I want to say thank you. I really want to listen to people. And these things about me are my mentally attractive qualities. And as I started to actually focus on more of what makes me, me instead of the eyelashes or the makeup, I became a television host. I started to hone my craft more. I started to get more jobs because I was building stronger relationships. People enjoyed me in a room or invited me as their +1 at parties. And then I felt sexier when I could hold a conversation with a man more than just this girl that maybe had bigger boobs than me or a better butt or whatever it might be. So for me, I would tell women, like, stop focusing so hard on being physically attractive because that mental attraction will snap any other person's neck. Like it'll really beat you in a room.
Every time I go somewhere. The first thing that person's gonna tell me, whether it's a crew member, a producer, you know, I know Jeannie Mai. I've never met so many people, Garcia.
Everybody knows her. Everybody knows her.
Everybody knows
Everybody knows
everywhere I go. I mean, I was on Family Feud. I'm like, who the hell know Jeannie from Family Feud? It's like somebody knows you.
I really-
that attributes to your personality and the
Thank
type
you.
of person that you are.
Absolutely.
Thank you. That means a lot because I really do want to feel like you remember me, not because I'm the prettiest girl in the room, because I'm not going to be that, but I am going to be the
You're pretty.
nice.
Oh, you're beautiful.
You're
I
very
know what you're saying,
attractive.
but you know,
Right.
it makes me feel
Yeah.
better knowing.
You're very attractive.
You
Jamie.
can't. Don't keep chasing that because
No,
there's a
just
reason
be
why.
you.
There's a reason why those aesthetics just wipe off at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Like right here, nobody will beat you. in
Nobody
the
can
room
take that away
when
from
you
you.
And your
like a men's-
personality
take-
is what makes you stand
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody can be beautiful like
Sure.
me.
Right.
You know, I'm just like,
Right?
But
Yeah.
what makes
Nobody
me
beats
different?
girl.
You know,
Nobody
right.
beats you.
What?
I see it.
It's my person. It's gotta
Yes.
be. You know. I mean,
yes. Yes.
We love
I got
you,
another
Lonnie.
one too. I find a lot of my girlfriends now want to date the guy who can be more well-rounded in his dating style or his romantic style or things like that. Like I have a friend who's like, I wish I could find a guy who would take me to the symphony or a guy who would write poetry to me or, you know, what are those old school things?
Yeah.
Guys today just want to go to a dancer at a dinner at the most fancy restaurant and
Right.
take selfies and floss his money. And I'm like, why don't you be the one to take a guy out
Exactly.
to the symphony?
Right.
Take him to the walk in the park.
Right.
Take him on
Agree,
a beautiful
agree.
weekend staycation that's really humble in like,
Yeah.
you know, a nice little, maybe a cabin or something. And you will open up within him
Sure.
Yep.
the sides of him that you would never have noticed because he thinks what we want to chase is
Right.
money and Berkey.
Right.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so
But he may also be inspired
yes,
by that and want to do something else along the lines of what you like.
that's exactly
I
right.
And also,
love
when
that.
you do those different type of experiences, you have to explain to them. You know, like if you go to an opera, okay, this is what an opera is. This is it, so that they don't feel like, well, I don't know what's going on and it's
Right.
boring.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
You don't want to
So
make them
big.
feel inferior.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
a big one. Ooh, I hope we help the sisters out. Please let us know in the comments.